Well, viewers, we have a big breaking news coming in at this point in time. Two persons hailing from Assam have tested positive for COVID-19 in Mumbai. That's right, viewers. Both the individuals are cancer patients, and out of these two individuals, one case was detected at the Assam Bhawan, while the other one is staying at a guest house. Meanwhile, the individual who was tested positive at the Assam Bhawan has been admitted to a COVID-19 hospital, and the other individual has been put under quarantine at the guest house itself. Besides, all the other people staying at the Assam Bhawan have also been put under quarantine, and it has also been learnt that there was a plan to airlift both the patients back to Assam, prior to which the samples were collected, subsequent to which they tested positive. Air Asia was approached for bringing the individuals back home. However, the air travel agency had sought for COVID-free certificates, after which the samples were collected. That's right, viewers, in a big breaking news coming in at this point in time, two persons hailing from Assam have tested positive for COVID-19 in Mumbai. Well, both of these individuals also happen to be cancer patients, and out of these two individuals, one of them was detected at the Assam Bhawan, while the other one is staying at a guest house in Mumbai. Meanwhile, the individual who was tested positive at the Assam Bhawan has been admitted to a COVID-19 hospital, and the other individual who has been putting up at a guest house has been put under quarantine at the guest house itself. Besides, all the other people staying at the Assam Bhawan have also been put under quarantine. And well, it has been learnt that there was a plan to airlift both the patients back to Assam, prior to which the samples were collected, and subsequent to that, they tested positive. Well, Air Asia was approached for bringing the individuals back to Assam. However, the air travel agency had sought for COVID-free certificates, after which the samples were collected. Well, and to tell us more on this big development, I'm being joined now over the phone by our news editor, Nabarun Goswami. Yes, well, Nabarun, now there's big breaking news coming in that yet two more persons hailing from Assam in Mumbai have also been confirmed positive for COVID-19. One of them, of course, is staying in the Assam Bhawan, while the other is staying at a guest house. So your thoughts on this, Nabarun?
Yes, Ronak, this shows the seriousness of the situation in Maharashtra and Mumbai. To be specific, these samples were randomly collected and tested because, as you know, the MHA has given the go-ahead for stranded migrants, workers, patients, pilgrims, tourists to come back to the respective states, and these and those staying in the Assam Bhawan and others in Mumbai were also wanting to come. So as per the information that we got, the Assam government was trying to bring them back, was also looking options for airline services if they can be ferried, a one-time airline service. And it was then that they were randomly tested, and when these cases came forward, so it's coincidental in a way, as per the reports we're getting right now, that these cases came forward. And this shows, again, the seriousness of the situation. Ronak, we all are aware of what happened in Mizoram Bhawan, for instance, in Mumbai.
Right.
A whole lot of people have tested positive. So that shows that Maharashtra, for one, needs to somehow increase its testing. For instance, yesterday, Ronak, if you see, India registered 1,760 cases in 24 hours, out of which over 1,000 were in Maharashtra itself.
Absolutely.
So if we take Maharashtra out, there's only 700 for the rest of the country and over 1,000 for Maharashtra. That shows the seriousness, that tells the immediate need to increase the testing. Yes, the government is on the job, but it is really, really critical, and it's very important for everybody who is there, and has put up in any public facility to mandatorily test. And I'm sure all the samples now, everybody there will be tested now. Everybody who is staying in Assam Bhawan there has been confirmed, and everybody will be tested. And we hope that there are no more positive cases.
Right, and Navroon, obviously now that the lockdown in the country has been extended for yet another 2 weeks, starting from the 4th of May. Well, do you think also keeping in mind the fact that there will be certain relaxations in the green zones across the country? So, do you think that these relaxation measures that will be allowed might have some kind of a backfire for a state like Maharashtra, which is already in boiling water and facing an extremely tough situation at this point in time?
Again, we have to, we have to take into account the fact that relaxations are not meant for red zones. The relaxations are not meant for containment zones.
Right.
At the same time, if we take the country as a whole, for instance, Assam right now has the highest number of green zones in the country, 30 commanded green zones. But again, what we saw, the case in Assam Bhawan, Mumbai, or the case in Mumbai is a classic example of how if people are not careful, people are not very particular about the way they go about their social distancing norms and every norm that the health authorities and the MHA has put forward, things can go awry. And things can go awry in green zones as well, because it just takes, two odd cases to turn a green zone into orange or a red. That's the only difference. So basically, irrespective of all the relaxations, there cannot be any compromise as far as the social distancing norms and how the guidelines are concerned. Just because public transport is allowed doesn't mean that you break the rules. We have to strictly abide by the rules, and even that is not enough. Best is to still avoid. Best is to still try and avoid as far as possible. If not for essential services, other things probably can wait if people can hang on. That should be the approach for now, because we are still at a stage where the country is witnessing close to 2,000 cases every day. This, despite the low testing rates, Ronak. Why the low testing is critical? Again, we know from the case of Assam Bhawan in Mumbai. These are random tests conducted because people were trying to move back to the state. For instance, if certain that's because Maharashtra is in a critical zone. That's why these people were coming from say a state like West Bengal. Probably that would have been different. Probably they would have screened at the entry here in Srinagar. But that was not the case here, because we all know the situation is very serious in Maharashtra. So that's what, irrespective of whichever zone you are, there can be no compromise on the norm guidelines put forward, because the situation across the globe is still very difficult.